Howdy ho, everybody! We're playing the D&Ds.
Hell
The
yeah.
Ned
D and
Flanders.
D's.
Hell yeah.
No.
Welcome to session 61.
61?
Yeah.
Really? Jeez.
61.
That's what I've been keeping count with.
I hope I'm here for 8 more sessions. That'd be
Yeah. Dev, or not Dev this time, CJ, if you'd like to read your recap.
Yeah, they messaged me like, I'm writing it this week.
I wanted to lay claim. Yeah, I had to write it and then give it a day or two so I can go back and reread it. So I make sure I'm happy with it. Okay. Let me. All right. Dear Miss Adelaide, the morning you left, Chuck found us and sent us on up to Uthadern. We saw tourist pop, and quite frankly, Miss Adelaide, he ain't doing so good. I've seen enough dying people to know what folks look like in their last days, and I think he's holding on by sheer force of will at this point. I know you and your God are at odds right now, but if you could stomach a little prayer for him, I'd mightily appreciate it. I think I'm talking to the Dawn Father myself, but I feel I've run through my fair share of blessings and then some already. I'm sure you're busy with important work and whatnot, but I really wish you'd made it here. Torn says it's not really home to him, but then he'll turn around all excited to show us around and have us meet folks like his old boss, and I just know he's dying to show you around. I'll show you off. Maybe one day I'll manage to make it back this ways. Oh, and we managed to drag a new victim into our little circle of freaks. So you'd hate him. You'd hate him. He's the type with all sorts of monikers, but claims his proper name is Martel. He was at the gate when we first arrived, tempting folks with a card shuffle. It's classic con, but he pulled it off pretty decent, real fast like on them swaps. And then we got steered his direction later once we started looking into fixing Tor's pop. Allegedly, he's heard of a place up north that may have a cure for that cold sickness he's got. We bought some gear for the trip, so hopefully I won't freeze my tail off. We haven't actually done that yet. And don't you worry none. I'll be sure to look after Tor and keep a sharp eye out on the new fella. The only funny business around here is gonna be because of me. Yours, Lawrence.
Thank you very much, CJ. Yeah, so we're gonna cut to kind of the next day as you guys are getting your goods. You guys can be together, you guys can be in different packs, but actually, yeah, so who's with who, and then we'll kind of decide where we go to next.
I was definitely with Tor, and I'm assuming Beetle was with Tor as well, and August.
Us four were still together, and then broke off, and Martel broke off.
Okay.
Maybe.
We'll start with Roke. Roke, you are approaching. Shit. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? I didn't actually.
You are approaching shit.
Shit.
No, I gotta find Colby's big long explainer. You're getting to the Plexus Post and Padilla's Boutique of Ample Armaments. They are both in the Liberation Disc. And as you walk in, you see a person you probably didn't expect to see until you're ready to leave here. Walk right out of there. Martel.
Oh. Find anything useful?
So, who are you again?
He's still wearing the same disguise, but he realizes that's not what you mean. He's like, right. Anyways, friend, I am looking for cold weather equipment. I was wondering if this fine establishment had something.
Oh right, yeah. Hmm. He kind of turns around, looks back, turns to Roke, or I don't think he knows your name yet. Or
Oh
did
no,
he?
it got said in front of you.
Oh right, yeah. Tor like said it immediately.
I think you
Yeah.
know everybody's name
Well-
except for the frogs.
Yeah, except the frog. Yeah.
I think
True.
he said August's name, and or maybe I did. I
You
Yeah,
said
said it
someone's name
intentionally. It was
Yeah,
Yeah.
August.
because someone pissed me off.
Yeah. Um, am I here? Was that
Yes,
me?
you are.
Am I still alive?
You're
No, you're good.
Okay.
You're good. Sorry, I must
This
have
piece
missed
was
it.
not.
Are you there, God?
Hello. Yeah. He would just say, "Well, uh, they might be out of a few things, actually."
But at this point, you notice he has a very large rucksack.
Is he coming out of Plexus Post or out of the armaments store?
Plexus.
All for you or to share?
Oh, well, I mean, I have a lot of people that I'm looking after, so it's for multiple people.
All right. Well,
But you ought to hurry up because it might, things are going fast. There's a lot going on. So,
all right. I'm gonna hit the post first, and then over to Padilla's ample armaments, and then I think there's the up on the
wait,
upper disc.
you said Badia's?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Well, they may have a little less stuff there also.
God damn. Okay. Sure. Well,
We'll
hopefully
place
there is enough for the single solitary me. Otherwise, they should just close the door.
right.
Anyways,
I could tag along now if you want. I just didn't, I figured
having a
big.
local who's so friendly would be useful.
All right, of course.
Your winning personality also is completely welcome.
You know,
Walks past him into the door. You can continue the conversation if you want.
he would say, I feel like there's a part of you that actually means that, and he'll just follow.
I travel with assholes.
Wow.
Granted, I am one too, but
I was about to say, people in glass houses shouldn't throw stones.
Hell yeah. Which one should you go in first?
probably the Plexus Post first, since that's apparently where he was coming out of.
Yeah. As you walk in, you see an elderly dwarven woman with a massive silver beard. She looks over to you. You're tall.
Yeah. I ate my veggies. That's a lie. I was very malnourished.
Oh
I
my
could
God.
tell you were lying.
Yeah. I don't know why.
Anyways,
It's
what
just
can I get for you?
instinct. I'm about to make an expedition
Yeah, we got some
north.
stuff.
Cold weather gear and stuff to keep me from drowning.
Well, I can do the first one. I ain't got nothing for drowning, and we've had a run on most of our magical items lately. We do got
I
some
look
stuff
over at
left.
Martel.
Oh,
He just-
hi there, sir. How's your cube treating you? Keeping you warm?
Oh, absolutely. I've been actually taking it on a test run. As soon as I walked out, I felt nice and cozy.
That's good to hear. Good to hear. Anyways, we got this, and she points over to a backpack. We got some candy. We got a hat. Got some pipes. Got a different hat, and I got this. She pulls out a folding boat. I'm just gonna.
Coat of tricky sugar bombs.
It's
Hold-
pumpkins.
Oh man, that's great for. Oh, okay.
Hat of
bonus-
ears.
You can cause it to out realistic-looking animal ears, rabbit, fox, or elephant, as a
That's Colby's.
pipe of bubbles. Hat of ears. Hat trick. I think. Oh my god.
Stop!
That's it.
You. Okay. All of this. Let's say for the sake of brevity, I eventually will retell everybody else like that this stuff is down here in the Plexus post. So if there's
Yeah,
anything
yeah,
else
yeah.
that somebody else wants,
Makes sense.
I guess my first question is how much is the boat?
The boats, that'll run you about 200 gold.
Okay. Spider leather bag full of thin layer of piece of. Creatures other than you have disadvantage on checks to steal from the bag. Oh, that's useful. Because of the people in my party, I'm kind of. How much for the web grip rucksack?
That'll be 75.
Done.
All right. Here you go. And she goes to give it to you, but it's like stuck to her hand. It's like, God damn it.
With a surprising amount of strength that, for someone his even tall height, he manages to pry it away, which I guess is the first time the Martell will maybe notice that.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, honey.
Hat trick. Find familiar as an action. Ooh. Hat trick. How much is that?
Well,
Only
that'll
lasts
be
a
about
minute, Dev.
75
Oh, a
to...
minute.
Yeah, it's literally just for the magic trick.
75. So 150. Does anybody else want that, you think?
It can't cast spells. It's literally just to look cool.
I'm not talking about the hat of ears. I'm talking about the hat trick.
Oh no, the hat of ears matters. The hat trick doesn't.
Okay.
Hat trick if you want to, like, cast funny spells and do magic tricks if you cannot do them.
Okay, I can do a little, so I'm good. I got the rucksack for 75, and then also I will go ahead and spend 200 on the folding boat, because even if we don't need it now, you never know when you might need a boat.
Yep.
And I can't swim.
Yeah. All right. So that's 275 for the two of those. Thank you very much, ma'am.
You're
you have a lovely
welcome.
day.
You're welcome. Hey, have a good one. Come back now.
All right. Cool. So I took the web grip rucksack and the folding boat.
Be that.
And I'm gonna head over, I assume with Martel, and immediately first thing I'm going to do with that thing, even though I like keep like some of my money in a separate spot, like I can't keep all of it within my armor, so the larger amount I'm gonna go ahead and put into the thing that makes it harder for people to steal from. However, I get that Martel's probably got sticky enough fingers that he could do it anyways, but if he's gonna be traveling with me, hopefully he doesn't want to steal from me right now.
Mood.
Wow. Just all these assumptions. What the hell?
Yeah. As you two walk into the I forgot the names of everything. Padilla's Boutique of Ample Armaments. The rest of you, not knowing that your friends are so close, walk into the Plexus. Hi there. How you're big. You're not. You look sad.
Is that me?
Yeah.
I really
Yeah.
don't know who you're talking about.
I'm also big. I'm also big.
Yeah,
Like,
but
Oh,
he's
relative.
like
There,
and she like
there,
flexes.
Beetle.
And as she
There,
flexes,
there.
like she fucking flexes. It's a jacked old lady.
Beetle tries to be mad, but he can't help but. That's what means she got a mean swing on her. I could tell.
Yeah, don't go stealing.
I wouldn't dream of it, ma'am.
She squints.
He gives her his most charming smile before he turns around and rolls his eyes.
The same stuff, except the rucksack and the folding boat are gone. You can also get your cold weather gear if you want. I believe that is on the shop handouts. If it is not, then it is.
It'd be under adventuring gear.
It would be, and it's not. So let me look it up. It's from Rime of the Frost Maiden. So
Okay. It's a perfect
cold
cube.
weather.
Obviously.
It costs 10 gold, and it's like whatever you want, basically. And it comes with boots and crampons.
Crampons?
Nice.
So yeah, some woolen stockings, some thick boots. But yeah. So if you're getting cold weather gear, just mark 10 gold off. I used to have these 2 little gnomes that worked for me that used to make this stuff. They took too much licorice.
And then they moved to Waterdeep. Yeah, we've heard the story.
What's Waterdeep?
What's a water deep?
I don't know.
Make a deception check. You know
I'm
what Waterdeep is.
I've never heard of Waterdeep in my life.
Oh, that's close.
She squints.
He smiles again.
Do you
Looks
have anything? Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No, you're good.
Do you have anything in my size? As I point to like the cold gear.
Yeah, we got the hold on, let me find the kid stuff. You see the kid like one-piece snowsuit that makes you look like a star?
Oh my
You can't
god.
close your arms.
You
can't get up!
motherfucker.
You can also just get whatever the hell you want. I'm just fucking with you.
No, please get
No,
up.
I want the onesie. Are you kidding
Oh
me?
yeah.
Bub Dub gets like the little kid penguin onesie. That's what
The
he gets.
onesie. Your mittens have a string connecting them so you can't lose them.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm here for it.
Bubs is in. He don't know what the best thing to get is. That's one piece. He's throwing it all on.
Hell yeah.
He also has.
Dapper young man.
Thank you.
You don't happen to also have a pair of snowshoes for the young man, do you?
Yeah, we got some kid-sized snowshoes. Well, I don't know. Dwarves aren't really that big, but they're like 2 feet tall and then 4 feet tall. There's no real middle.
Yeah, well, he's about the 2-footer, so better go with the kid sizes.
I am the middle though. That
That
part
stuff for gnomes?
I'm exactly 3 feet tall.
Halflings and gnomes.
I'm just being a dumb old
I
lady.
I know. It's just funny how you were just like, there's no in between, and it's like, I am the in between.
There's no in between with dwarves. They just shoot up one day.
Manifest.
Yeah. Yeah, we got
What are
some
they
of
shooting
those.
up?
It'll just be included in the 10 gold.
Okay, sounds good. I already marked it off.
Hell yeah.
Bubs tries it on very briefly, and then just tosses it into the bag for the time being.
You look good, bud.
But thanks. Tori, you mentioned something about the flag.
Like the ones they have on the back, like a go-kart or something. Like just the tall stick with a little bitty orange flag on the top.
I knew what you
climbing,
meant.
I'm fairly
Huh?
certain I've seen people climb Everest with something like that on them.
Yeah, it's so that they don't get trapped in the, or like if they get lost in the snow, there's at least like something sticking out.
Yeah.
Can I just cut up the throw rug of enticement and like put it on a stick and
No!
like put it in my back so that everything
Fuck, you can.
it really
We can
ties
just buy.
the
We
stick
can just
together.
buy. It really ties
It
the
was-
stick together.
It was a joke. It was a joke. I'm not actually gonna do
Well,
that.
it wasn't
My work phone is
funny.
ringing. I will be right back.
Oh no.
We need to get an extendable pole,
AMG emergency maintenance.
Yeah, we
extendable
do.
rod,
Immovable
and then-
rod.
not the immovable one, the extendable.
The
one.
extendable.
And then that way, when you fall in the snow, it goes.
I have an idea.
Just set a condition, yeah. Set a condition where if you go under, it goes
What?
upwards.
The door is, like,
Gentlemen,
metal
I may
door.
not have a brain, but I have an idea.
Okay, and are you at DMAV or are you at?
We need to go to Jacoby's workshop. Bub Dub has a
Okay. Yeah.
Hank
an
Okay.
idea.
Sorry, we use it.
I'm
Have you ever
gonna.
seen a space heater in a
So
frog
just
before?
get something to hold up against it, and I will take care of it.
You're
tomorrow,
gonna
okay?
literally set yourself on
If
fire.
there is like an Allen.
Not gonna. No.
It'll be
Yes.
tomorrow afternoon.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it'll definitely be in that time. I can get in
Me
if that's okay.
right before I
If
set
not,
myself
I
on
can get
fire.
Monday or Tuesday.
CJ, what are you building today?
I'm finally going back to
That's
finishing my
that's
Tyrant
also, like,
Guard.
not an emergency, and this is the
Ah.
emergency one.
Very nice.
Yeah. I haven't worked on them in a while
Okay,
because there's just
no,
been
you're
too
good.
much other
In
stuff.
the future, you can put in work
I
orders
mean,
through your
I already know a very
web portal,
key
or you
component
just-
of my clothing, and that's gonna be, you guys know what a union suit is?
It is like an Allen
Good thing
key,
I have
if,
Google.
Like, if there is a lock, like you can maybe spin it with your thumb, but I wouldn't try too hard. 'Cause
That's a
sometimes-
problem.
Needs the butt flap for his tail. You
You
gotta
can
have
just-
long underwear in these situations, okay? It's important to
You
layer.
told me to
So,
get a
yeah,
onesie.
I will take
So
care of
Bub
it.
Dub
Again,
got
tomorrow if
the
I-
snowsuit onesie.
You can buy more layers. That's just the shell, dipshit.
Okay.
You don't have to just wear the onesie.
Sounds like I just have
Good, will do.
to wear the onesie.
Yep, have a good one.
Vita will expressly tell you in this moment, like, you should get layers, you know. You can't just have like the one. That's the whole point is you have like multiple layers. You know what insulation is. You
No. No. You have to
uh
understand, I come from a place where I barely wear clothes.
It comes from a land down
It's
under.
hot and it's humid.
you also build machinery that has like fire in it.
It gets everywhere.
Yeah, I did that after I lived there.
But that surely you know what heat shielding is then. It's the
Yeah,
same principle.
He has his goggles. Those are his safety glasses, effectively.
Oh god.
You realize that is the only PPE he is currently wearing.
That's not.
He
That's
has
just gonna protect your eyes.
clothes
It's
on.
not even gonna do anything about the heat, and it's still like whatever. Anyway, he's definitely. I'm gonna definitely have like the long underwear union suit. He's gonna get some of those, and then
He's gonna have a butt flap.
and the butt flap is down. He has to have it for his tail, man. Definitely gonna get some of those, and then he'll just, you know, he has his normal long sleeve clothes, but he'll also get like a nice, and he's got jeans, but he'll get like a nice sweater or two, because we gotta be cozy.
Hell yeah.
And then like a nice like cowhide, jacket and pants that are fur lined to keep the wet out and the warm, and some nice, couple of thick nice socks, and definitely a serape so that he's out there like the man with no name from The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, with a nice fancy serape around his shoulders, and he's like, yeah. For the hat, it's just his normal hat.
Hell yeah.
But he will reach over and pick up the hat of with the ears and turn towards Tor like this with it. Tor, I found something you might be interested in. Look at this. Put this on, Tor. Try it on for size.
No, you can't make me.
I'm not making you. I'm asking you as a friend. Just try it on.
I
You
put
can
on the
take it
hat.
off. Do you sprout bunny ears?
They're probably elfin ears.
Elephant?
Elephant.
Elephant.
Oh, okay.
Tor, you got. Look, your peripherals, buddy. That's
Used to
beautiful.
keep me cool.
Yeah. Well, that's not the goal here.
It's
Even
always
your
the goal.
ears are big.
Lady,
No, what else?
thank you.
Um,
You're welcome.
Always wanted to be big.
I'm sure you are. I'm gonna go shoot myself in the square now. I'll be back. um, I think he's also gonna hold up the bag. I think he's gonna secretly, while he's in there, grab the bubble pipe and the bag of pumpkin candies.
Hell yeah. They're each just 5 gold.
Can I talk her down to 8 for them both for combined?
You can certainly try. You gotta actually do it and then roll them.
Ma'am, I'm interested in purchasing these 2 here items, but I was hoping, considering the novelty nature of them and the fact that we are about to go in a long and arduous trek of which I have already invested quite a bit of gold on, you could maybe, out of the kindness of your heart, drop this down to a solid 8.
She looks at Tor. Can you believe this? He's trying to swindle an old lady.
I ain't trying to swindle you none, ma'am. I just figured you of your age would know a good barter.
Put on just the gas face.
How are you calling her old? Why are you doing this, Beetle?
I'm calling her experienced, and if you don't shut the fuck up, little frog man, you're gonna find out the next time you try to lay your head down for a good night's sleep. Can I roll persuasion, or have I botched it at this point?
Persuasion at disadvantage because of the threats.
If you want to live to be that old, you'll shut your mouth.
You know what's good? Just shut your mouth, you old bat.
Oh
Did
my
you
God,
actually
this
say
is...
that?
No! Jesus Christ.
30.
You're just
Could
gonna
add a
beat
31.
her. You're just gonna beat her inside. Okay, you're good.
That was
Well,
the best.
I am old, but at least I ain't ugly, and we can we can do 8 gold. Perhaps put the other 2 in some sort of wellness program.
Right, I'll be right on that, madam. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And you're right. Between the 2 of us, you are the pretty one.
I'm waiting for Lawrence to take like 1d4 psychic damage from Vicious Mockery after that.
Lawrence already thinks that to himself every time he looks in the mirror, so it's nothing new. He's immunized himself to it.
What did you get?
An 18?
No, what did you buy?
Oh, the bubble pipe in the bag of candies.
Okay.
And I'm gonna turn to Tor and just kind of slide the candy into his hand. Here. Don't eat it all at once, you'll make yourself sick.
Tor drops the handful he had back in the bag.
Turns with like just chipmunk cheeks.
Yeah.
One at a time!
One of you can roll the amount of candies.
Was it 5d8 plus 10? Was that what it was?
Yeah.
Jesus. I'm so excited for this.
21.
21?
21?
Plus
21.
Unbelievably shit rolls.
That was bad.
You know what, frog bitch? I don't need you piping into my rotten luck, okay?
I'm sorry.
God, imagine if 18 was considered a bad roll.
I know what I am and I know what I'm about, and I'm gonna beat you to death with a fork later. I swear to God.
That's a Final Fantasy IX reference. I know you don't know that, but Frog with a Fork
What
is
makes
Final
you think I
Fantasy
don't know
IX.
it?
I didn't know it.
I don't know it either.
I know. All right. Colby, are you buying the ear hat or the hat for cat?
How much is the hat?
Which one?
The hat of ears.
5 gold.
Yeah, I'll buy it.
Okay. Hell yeah! I will say, and
I'll
with
try-
your with your winter gear, you could have gotten like a normal one. If you want to give that to
Gotcha.
August or something.
Yeah, I'll pocket it and I'll stick it on somebody when they least expect it.
Hell yeah! Put it on Adelaide.
I don't feel like dying. Yeah. And then yeah, I'll also get winter gear, but I just want like just a thick poncho.
Hell yeah.
Like yeah, that's it.
Okay. Absolutely doable. Alrighty. Well, can I get you guys anything else?
Bubbles, Lawrence.
I'm good. I'm good. I got
Oh,
my
ma'am,
stuff.
I think we're pretty much squared away for right now. Thank you for your hospitality, and I hope you have a good day.
You too. All right. Bye.
I never do. All right, bye.
Alrighty. Scooting to the other group. You guys walk into the armaments store. This time it is an older dwarven man.
Fucking
Can
Iron
I
Forge.
can I help you two folks?
Keep your feet on the ground.
Right. I'm about to make an expedition across the frigid depths to Isocross. Need stuff in case I end up going overboard. And also for once we're there, anything to help with cold and drowning on the way there. Or just anything interesting that's good at keeping me alive and helping me kill other things.
Well, the grass blades cleared me out of most of my stock recently. But I do have one thing that can help you, perhaps with your swimming problems. And I'll be right back. And he goes to the back, and like a minute or two later, like comes back with this.
Whale fall
Oh.
plate.
Whale fall is what happens when whales die and their corpse falls to the bottom. It forms a whole ecosystem for years.
Yeah.
Resistance to poison damage is 20 feet equal to your walking speed. If you're underwater, you have advantage on check. Okay.
Is that heavy armor or medium armor?
It's
plate
it is
armor.
plate heavy.
Plate.
Okay.
Why, you trying to nab it?
Martel will get it. No, I'm kidding.
That's really fucking cool, honestly.
Hmm. That's gonna be expensive. I hope. Yeah, that would be great. And I still have some good condition plate here that I can maybe trade you to help with the price.
Let me
Wait.
inspect it a little bit.
I mean, I'm just a side, person in this transaction, but you're really gonna hand this man some of your used up armor, considering he makes this for a living?
I
That
can use
seems-
anything for scrap.
Martel, you
That
fucking
that
bitch.
is fair. I just
And I also
figured-
take very good care of it. Canonically, Art, I have narrated taking care of my armaments, like at the campfires, oiling it and scrubbing it and stuff.
That is true. He has actually been doing that.
Well, I mean, if that's something you feel like doing, it's your time.
Tell you what, next time I get blood on it, since we're friends, I'll make sure that it's not yours.
Oh hell! If you're gonna fight, take it outside.
We're not. We're old friends, and we kid around.
We are
Oh my
actually we're very
God,
good
it's-
friends, actually.
We're very new friends. Hopefully, we'll survive to be old ones.
All right. Well, the point
Holy-
stands. Let me see that armor.
That was amazing.
Yeah.
Uh,
I let him inspect it, I guess.
yeah. Give me a persuasion check.
Guidance wouldn't make sense here, I don't think, unfortunately.
Correct.
Okay,
Oh,
I'm gonna spend a
fucking-
D12.
Jesus, Devin.
Just mark down that you spent it, please.
Hey.
Nice. There
Ooh.
you go.
Hell yeah.
This is
Thanks,
why
Victor.
I have them.
With a 22, he looks it over. All right. I could give you about 700 gold for this.
All right. Yeah,
Hey,
that would be
that's
great.
good.
And how much for the whalefall armor before I go ahead and
Well, if we do
Go.
an even trade and I don't give you the money and I'll, switch armor for armor, it'll be $11.50.
1150. All I have is 1025. Do you mind if I grab a friend and come back?
It is at this moment that you hear Lawrence yelling at an old lady.
I'm not yelling at the old lady. I'm yelling at
Just-
Bub Dub next to the old
Lawrence,
lady.
leave the old lady alone.
I stick my head out the door. Hey, Tor, you remember how you said you would repay a favor for the bracers I got you that one time?
I get done from handing the old lady a gold piece. Yeah.
That time is now.
I hang my head and walk through the shop.
I'm gonna
Good,
follow
Lamont.
because I don't want them to spend money poorly.
You made the big man sad.
Spend money twirly.
Twirly.
You know what? Fuck you. Spend your money.
Definitely don't let him fight in here. That would end bad. He's like looking at the three of you.
Well, look at my friend. How you doing?
Hey, it's the pallet maker, the
Yeah.
Marbell.
Yeah,
more
sure.
bells.
Marcel.
Marcel.
More bells.
Adding more
We had
names.
closed the door and more bells.
Just adding more names. That's it. That's nice.
Would you mind splitting the remaining cost of this armor with me? It would be 625 for each of us. Do you have that?
Oh, yep, sure do.
All right.
Here you go. No questions asked.
All right. And I
Fucking love that.
okay.
Beetle just
Marcel
looks at
will
you in
remember this.
abject horror.
I trust Roke with my life. He's my best friend.
Yeah, I trust him with my life too, but I sure as hell don't trust him with my money.
And you see him ignoring Beetle's comment, or Lawrence's rather, and start taking off all of his armor as a pile of bones is passed across the counter.
Why is the boy stripping?
Why is the boy shriveled?
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And you see, and he
Yeah.
takes the armor and like immediately begins like cutting the straps and putting the metal into the forge.
It was gonna waste no time.
Yeah. And I'll go ahead and, while still in the shop, put it on, and I suppose also spend the extra 10 gold for cold weather gear to just like add some layering in there and fur line the cloak I've got.
Absolutely.
Alrighty. Cool.
Look at that.
Hell
It fits,
yeah.
fits like a glove.
Mm-hmm.
Looks good on you, kid.
Thanks.
I kind of just want to sign it.
Kind of
Like, it
intimidated.
looks-
And sign it. Why?
It just looks like you should write. It looks like it needs graffiti on it.
It's you graffiti. Do you make a
It
habit
just-
of graffitiing bones, boy?
I haven't, found whale bones just standing by, but I feel like I'd want to write on them. Maybe Tor was here.
I've heard of bone
Your
scripting
creative depth
before,
lacks
but
no bounds.
See, Roke agrees.
I'm not saying that I want you to write that. I prefer a crocheted
Sure.
pumpkin or a handwritten note rather than something on my armor letting know whoever killed me to come after you.
Hmm.
An anonymous Goliath was here.
Shopkeeper points his head out. No killing in front of my shop.
No, sir, and thank you again. It was good dealing with you.
You do. It is at this moment that two very well dressed in like shiny ornamental armor, not used armor, come like running up. One of them pulls out this small like bugle horn. Notes.
I step in front of Martel.
Sir, are you Lawrence and Taras?
Who's that?
Well, they hold up like a drawing of you. This?
It's not a wanted poster, is it?
No.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, good.
Actually, yes. But like they don't look like they're, you know, able to do
Is him
anything.
holding up the middle finger?
Maybe
Yeah.
it's a no from Adelaide.
That would maybe be me, yes.
Well, I need to know definitively or we gotta keep looking.
For what purposes are you looking for said gentleman?
I cannot disclose.
If you're a cop, you have to tell me.
That's not true, but we are not cops.
Fine, whatever. What do you need?
We have trekked many miles to find you, sir. Here, take this. And they give you like a rolled up scroll. Your great grandfather's will has been found, and we're tasked with delivery of this deed. We must away! And they run.
Your card. From the deck.
When Denny dives
From the
into
deck.
the Skyrim quest line to figure out what he's doing for D&D next.
Oh my god.
He kind of just takes it and looks at it in astonishment before he reaches into his pocket very slowly as he's turning to the rest of them and pulls the card out.
It
I
disappears.
don't think I had a great grandpappy.
The card disappears as you pull it out.
What kind of demon magic is this? I'm gonna open the deed.
It is a deed to a place called Tyran Keep.
Can you spell that, please?
Tyran.
Tyran.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It is in Jorhaus. And
Ooh.
there
Can you spell
are...
that?
Well, I don't know if it's in Jorhaus. It's in that country. The Wildlands.
Region.
there.
Jorhouse-ish.
Okay.
There are
Okay.
the Graying Wildlands. Is that what it's called? No, that's where we are. Oh, it is the Wastes of Jorhaus. Yeah, it's in the Wastes of Jorhaus, along the hollowed path near the barbed fields.
Of your house.
Jorhaus is with an X. Hang on. I gotta-
Along, yep, barbed
Okay.
path beside the hollow field?
Barbed fields.
Barbed fields. Oh,
I
wait,
think
the
you-
hollowed path? Was that it?
Yeah.
Okay, I got the two backwards.
I think the country-esque you were thinking of was the Kryn dynasty.
I was.
In
I-
the
well-
waste of Jorhaus, along the hollowed path beside the barbed fields. Does it give any details as to the location? It's the structure itself or anything?
There's a picture of like a small keep.
Question. This is... Since I've traveled that area, not that it like makes any real difference, did I like from a distance see a keep that looked like this that I can be like, what the hell?
Did you get that close to Bazozan?
To Bazozan, the city of beasts, with my Minotaur friend?
That's true.
I-
You have a
Yeah,
Minotaur friend?
I don't think you'd have seen it. It's kind of tucked away, but
Okay.
It's away from people? Fuck yeah! Okay, first of all, I'm fairly certain my grandpappy lived and died in the Feywild, but... I got property, folks!
I look around to see if anybody like Martel wants to steal your teeth.
He's just looking silently.
there's like every single dwarven, elven, gnomish, halfling, like just person that's around shopping, eating food, is just staring because someone was just blaring horns in the middle of the area.
He is putting his thumb over the address so he doesn't dox himself. So he's like, well, he'd have to be doing it with this one because he doesn't have his thumb. So he's like, big meaty paw, boom. Clearly very awkwardly holding it with his bottom hand to cover it. Shit, I thought I'd live and die at best on Pop's Ranch. Now I got land ownership. How far away is that place from here? Never mind, we'll worry about that later. We gotta fix up Tor's pop first. Isn't that right, Tor?
Yes.
Well, I made sure to grab a shelter. It's also a boat.
A boat's just an upside down house.
Exactly.
Ooh, that
the
is a
floor.
good point. We should probably look into like
Hell.
tents or such like. Warm sleeping bag, some kind of you can put like a thing over the fire to keep the water and such like off of it. We'll also probably need to consider carrying tinder on us so that we always have something flammable to light. So if everything's wet, we'll still have something to burn because that's important to keep it warm.
Our druid here
You're,
can
you're rambling.
I'm
also
planning. There's a difference.
start a campfire whenever he wants to. So
That's right.
I guess I could prestidigitate wood to be not wet no more, but is there even trees and such like in the frigid lands? And he looks
No.
over towards Martel.
Actually, I don't know. Are there trees? I'm assuming.
not in
There's, like,
Islecross, as far as
dead-
I know.
Dead tree.
Not really in Islecross. You would find trees on the way to there, but once you get there, it's like the Arctic Circle.
We'll
Okay,
just have
then that's
to,
enough.
Bubbles, write this down. Write this down. Make sure that as we are journeying up that a ways, which we will have to make in haste, by the way. We want to get this done lickety-split so we can make sure Tour's Pappy's all right. We're going to definitely need to make sure to collect wood on the way so that we have stuff to burn. Why do you look so upset, Tor?
Because you just manifested a secretary.
What? I just asked him to write it down so we don't forget. What the hells?
I'm not worried about forgetting about firewood personally. I
forget
think I
about
can remember.
everything.
I remember
I-
get wood.
I bet you would.
I deserved that after making fun of you in front of the nice lady.
Yeah, you did, Bubbles. You know you do that a lot. It's fine.
Sometimes,
All
sometimes
right.
you deserve it.
Yeah, it's very rude to intentionally try to make somebody pay more for something. A pointed look goes towards Martel.
It's also quite unbecoming of threatening somebody.
You can
Well, we
visibly
all-
see Beetle's ears flick towards him as he turns. And he just kind of stares at him like, he has this expression on his face of like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Did your mother drop you on your head as a child? That expression. So kind of like,
Right.
are you raising your
Okay.
hand or stretching?
Let's get a
He
move
was
on.
stretching. What's this? Bubbles wanted to go to the workshop, yeah?
Yes, please.
All right. Let's work in the shop. Shop up the work.
I'll need an hour with this armor anyways. Not like that.
I think Martel grins at Tor.
Or that would count as necrophilia and bestiality.
What the hells are you talking about? What is happening with
It's
this
a weird
group?
way to sign your armor.
I'm crying.
Let's go on up to the workshop then.
Sorry.
You're
I
good.
think I win on breaking everybody with the fewest amount of words possible.
God damn it.
Oh, man. All right. Hell yeah. You go to, what did Tor call it?
Jacoby's.
Jacoby's workshop. As you walk in, you see it is not only a workshop, it is also, workshop does not only entail metalworking. He is an alchemist of sorts.
Ooh. Also, who's ready to hate Plop with like what would appear to be like robotic human arms?
No.
Oh wait, did he just turn?
Nope.
I thought you were gonna install just like a
a frog
gonna
with human
install-
arms.
I thought you were just making a trunk, like a tailgate or something in the back of Plop, so we can put all our stuff in him. But nope, you're giving him
I
robot
was
arms.
giving, giving him proper arms.
Hell yeah.
Plopper
As you walk
arms.
in, you see a younger gnome sitting at the table.
Oh no.
Hi, I'm Jacoby. What can I get for you?
I'm looking to see if you guys have upgrades and parts for.
And I like turn around and kind of Will Smith like ta-da.
Yes, we absolutely carry parts for custom builds like that.
Perfect. Do you have? I guess like
I'm sorry, that was sarcasm.
I should have known. Um, do you guys make things? Like
We
do you
make,
make to
small
order?
little Wismo gizmos. We sell some potions here and there, and we do, work for all the gates and all the, anything intricate that needs to be made for the city.
You motherfucker, you baited me. You bastard.
I understand. I appreciate it. I don't think I have much need for any of that, unfortunately.
That's a real cool, machine there, though. What can I... Mind if I take a look?
Yeah, go for it. This is Plop.
Well, hi,
Plop, say
Plop.
hello.
You've seen Django Unchained, right?
Not in a long time.
When the doctor goes, "This is Fritz. Say hello, Fritz," and Fritz just kind of like bobs his head, the horse.
Yeah, okay.
That's what Plop does.
Hell yeah. Well, it's nice meeting you, Plop. This is real intricate work here. You're real good at this. If you're ever looking for work, let me know.
I don't know when I'll be back, but I'll be sure to keep it in mind.
All right. Well, we got an assortment of metals and things that you might need. We additionally have some potions, and he kind of pulls out a list. They have 1 normal healing potion. I'll copy paste this. 2 greater healing potions. 1 superior healing potion. They additionally have 1 potion of growth and 1 potion of water breathing.
What do I have on myself? I also realized that I should probably have the bag of holding up, which I don't think has been updated in a very long time. Yeah, it's been a while.
It's been a while.
I'm just gonna say, cowman who can't swim may want water breathing, but also those superior and graders might also be good since our main healer, so far as we know, because we don't know what our other boy is. It might be good to grab some stuff.
Can I get the 2 greater healing potions?
Well, absolutely.
If I buy both of them, will you give them for me total for like 190 gold?
Can you make me a persuasion check?
Yeah, but doesn't barter and it's not going to be great.
Bub Dub's like, I saw
Wow.
bees one time.
Wow.
You did better than Beetle.
I was going
His
for like
second roll
10.
was a 31, Dick.
Well, it wasn't at advantage, now was it? Yeah. I think we could do that. Your frog's giving me some ideas, so I'll count that as a 10 gold extra.
Perfect. And when I come back through, I'll see if maybe you'll have some parts that I could use.
Anything you'd like me to work on? I could certainly do some custom orders.
Oh,
Shit, what was my plans?
I mean, he
I
would just
figured-
like make the parts. Like,
Yeah.
if you need if you give him like something to make, he can make it.
Nah.
Okay.
You said the potion of water breathing is 75 gold?
Yeah.
So I gotta take off 190. The frog is poor when it comes to cash money.
You should
I
have
say
just got
poor.
1,000 gold.
Exactly. I'm now under 1,000 gold.
Oh no.
Oh, so same, bro.
Yeah, I know.
I had to get help to buy that piece.
He's gonna pick up the potion of water breathing.
Okay. Hell yeah.
Anyway, I can convince you to drop 5 gold off of this, make it an even 70.
Well, if you could give me a reason, perhaps I could think of one.
Not my sparkling personality, I suppose. Which, fair enough. Well, quite frankly, the honest truth is that I'm just having to get up a bunch of gear together to go on this here adventure we're about fixing to go on, and any penny I can manage to scrape back into my pocket's gonna go a real long way for this one. Trying to help out the kids' pub.
We
And
are
he
headed to
gestures with his
Icecross.
Yeah, he gestures his head towards Tor. So
Yeah, go ahead and roll.
noble mission of nature. Make me RP this every time, and every time I feel myself sweat.
Well, the RP is to see like if you talk yourself into a disadvantage, like you did last time,
I
or
was
an
fine
advantage.
until the frog had to chime in.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, with 26, it's like, yeah, I think we can take care of that.
Well, I mightily appreciate that. Thank you. I ain't so good at the whole water thing, so backup insurance. Hopefully, I don't need it. And for once, he seems extremely genuine in what he's saying.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. All right. You guys scoot. Well, I should say, does anybody want to get anything else? The greater pots are gone. The water breathing potion is gone. There's still a superior and a normal. And a potion of growth.
What's a
What is
potion
potion-
of growth?
You cast enlarge on yourself.
Does it require concentration? And how long does it last?
I closed it. You gain the enlarge effect for 1d4 hours.
Hours.
That could be pretty good for you.
Or you could turn into like a kaiju.
I wonder if it stacks with bub dubs and large.
There's only
Yeah.
one way to find out.
Yeah, I'll get the potion of growth and the normie hilly pot.
Copy that.
Martel will get the superior.
Hell yeah.
So that we don't leave you for dead?
Exactly.
Yeah, sure. That's what it is.
You would also
Yes.
have one normal just from. I
Hey!
can't remember if I told you that or not.
No, I didn't know that. So maybe I won't get the superior.
You do you?
Actually, no, I'll still get it.
Okay. Superior's
I'll still
big.
I might
That's
even say it's
500.
superior.
Is that the 10d4 plus 21?
No, it's 8d4 plus 8. That one's supreme and it costs 5,000 gold.
Jeez.
Yeah, we're doing a bit of a lower money, lower magic item campaign, so I don't know. We might see one of those drop, but I don't think you're going to be able to buy one.
No, I don't think I would. It's more like cost effective to buy multiple of the superior.
Yeah.
Uh,
Supreme healing potion.
I'll just have one last thing to do in the city before we ship off.
Okay.
I'll buy it like a tent.
Yeah, so anything that is on the shop handouts, like I trust all of you. Just mark off what you're buying.
Pence are 2 gold.
Where are the shop handouts? Tents are 2 gold? Okay, thanks, Steph.
Yeah,
Bucket.
on that, I'm probably gonna just to lay it out, just buy a few blankets, also a tent. I have like a list.
Yeah. Just,
The shovel and all that stuff like that.
hell yeah.
Is there a sleeping
have-
bag?
Bedroll.
I probably already have one, but I would assume it's threadbare. Do I
you
even
can get a
have
warmer
one?
You would have one, but you can get a warmer one.
Fuck, I actually don't, because I had the Monster Hunter pack or whatever it is.
Okay.
He's been sleeping in the dirt, which feels very him.
Yeah, honestly, he ain't no better.
He didn't know no better. Yeah, I'll get a bedroll too. A nice, cozy, warm one. Tent. I spelled that wrong. Tent.
Hell yeah. But yeah, you guys can just go through that, write off, add to your sheet, subtract the gold. I trust all of you. What was the stop you wanted to do, Dev?
So a long time ago, I mentioned, and it became a lot easier when you told me that I could ritually cast as a paladin. The gentle repose on 3 Benetti fingers. I'm finally gonna mell off since we're on the continent and close to the Empire. To Trent Perkins, and say, "Clear our names for our next crime." No, I'll just say, "Clear our names," and
Or
that'll be
else.
it.
Copy that. It'll just be like a gold to send it. Nothing crazy.
Dope. And I make sure that Martel sees me mailing fingers.
Is there like a like a component shop?
Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm back. I thought I lost my crisp again. Yeah, we can scrounge a component shop. What are you looking for?
I need I am looking for an object engraved with a symbol of the outer planes worth at least 500 gold.
What spells it for?
Tasha's otherworldly guys.
Okay. So you ask around as to where to buy spell components, and you are led back to the Plexus Post. Back again, dearie.
Yeah.
Oh,
I just couldn't stay away from.
I
from
know
the
my
living
good
company
looks
now.
are hard to stay away from.
Indeed, indeed. Well, the quite frank truth is, I didn't quite realize I needed something until I thought more on it. I'm looking for some kind of object of value associated with the outer planes, preferably of celestial nature rather than,
Oh, what spell are you trying to cast, dearie?
He kind of opens up his notebook and flips through it a little bit, because I'm headcanon that when he was in the library with Calzador, this is a spell he read about and wrote down and has been trying to work on casting for a couple of days now. It is called, Tasha's Otherworldly Guise.
You see, she opens up like this big fucking tome. It's like a 1.5 feet tall, and she's just like
Whoa.
scrolling through it.
He's gonna help her lift it onto the counter, even though she probably doesn't need it. Courtesy takes over. For once.
Hell yeah. Hang on, I gotta look something up.
I love Sassy Rogue so much.
Okay. So she points you to a symbol of Elysium, the fields of Elysium, in which she says, "Hold on, I'll be right back." And she kind of goes in the back, and you hear like many locks opening. And she comes back with this like small holy symbol with this symbol on it, which, give me a moment and I can maybe, I don't know if this will work, but
Oh,
it did with that on it.
ooh.
That will be 500 gold.
Ooh, look at that Wi-Fi symbol.
Free Wi-Fi. So,
Most powerful
this
of
is
spells.
perfect. Is there any way I can turn this into, once again, some level of barter? And he's going to reach into his pocket.
Unfortunate.
Hold on.
Okay.
Let me finish, Danny. Let me finish. So I have this, and he pulls out a gilded playing card with a kind of almost holographic image of death on it, and flips it around to her. This is a card worth 400 gold. This is the material component needed to cast a certain little spell called Spirited Death. It is not a spell I am interested in trying to cast anymore the way I once was. I purchased this a while ago, but I haven't ever actually used it.
Your appearance makes more sense. And she flips through the book to Spirit of Death.
Thanks.
That works. 100 gold, please.
You got yourself a deal, madam. It's been a pleasure doing business with you.
You as well. Get some more sleep.
I'm trying.
Drink more water.
Oh, you got me there. You got me there. My water's been of the fire nature lately.
You're too old for that.
Am I?
He shrugs.
Don't tell me you don't get a little bit of party on in the weekends now, madam.
I haven't
I can
drank
tell
in
you
200 years.
That's commendable. My apologies. I did not mean to offend, madam.
How I keep these muscles strong.
Hells yeah, you do! He's gonna reach up to give her a high five. Like a
She
really
does it.
manly high five. It's like resonates through the room. Madam,
Hell yes.
it has been an absolute pleasure doing business with you. I hope you have a very pleasant day. And you
You
stay care.
too.
You take care now.
All right.
You stay care.
Is there anything else you guys would like to do before we leave Uthadern?
Just comment on the fact that Beetle canonically flirts with old women, Adelaide included, or at least older, I should say.
He
not
likes
old.
older women.
Yeah.
Don't forget that one lady that was from the past.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's a conundrum right there.
Yeah,
You mean when he almost killed Adelaide?
yeah. It's just,
Uh,
it's just old ladies and pre-old ladies.
You're also dating an old lady, fucker.
The lady
I don't
he
wanna hear about
convinced
it.
to go off to death instead of staying safe in the city that got launched to the moon.
I thought he
Yeah.
was helping. I didn't know.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm informing Art. Um,
I just wanted to help him.
yeah,
I thought
almost
this
killed
was gonna
Adelaide.
crash and burn.
all right. Back on track. Anything we want to do in Uthadern before we take off?
I'm enjoying Martell and Rogue flirting right now. This is very entertaining.
It's giving very Potter.
this is very entertaining to me.
Is that Peter will come back outside and just look at them like kind of facing off against each other and just turn towards Tor and Bubdub like, hey, are they about to kill each other or make out? Which one? Both?
Tor looks around for who they're talking about.
He's just gonna grab his face by the chin and turn it towards Roke and Martell.
Speaking
Damn.
of, how tall is Martell?
Art thinks himself.
Oh no!
Stop
Wanna
it.
say.
He's only like 5'10".
I'd have to lean
man.
down.
He's a shoddy. Oh, Potter.
Bubdub looks up at Jubil and goes,
I don't know, but I have a feeling if I found them with some of these hands around their neck, I'd have a pretty hard time figuring out if they're fighting or flirting.
Lawrence has been broken.
Finally, we did it.
If Rope gets action before I do, I might actually lose it. I might really go off this time, y'all.
Roke did get action. Ish.
No, he
He got
didn't.
he got tied to a chair and spent all night.
What? What you mean by that, boy?
Oh man.
What you mean by that? Tor, talk to me.
What? Never mind.
All right. Hell yeah. You guys say your goodbyes to Chuck and Papa Volcara, who is hugging an egg, and he's up and then he's sleeping. He's about 50-50 on naps these days.
I'm so excited for this egg to hatch.
Are you leaving the egg or are you taking it with you?
Ooh.
I think I'm going to leave the egg
Okay.
with Papa.
Hell yeah.
He needs something to live for.
The egg's gonna hatch while you're
Walder.
gone.
That will give
Yeah.
him advantage on approximately 1 Constitution check.
There we go. So
Or save. Hell yes. All right. You guys set out at about midday. It is. Let's go to the overworld map. Nope, that's Teltorai. Wildemount.
Wildemount.
Helium.
Wildemount.
Wildemount.
Huzzah. This map sucks. Give me an extra moment.
You are
Yes.
here.
I suppose before we get on the boat, hood's up now, as I've unattuned from the Hat of Disguise to instead attuned to the armor. So I now look as you knew Roke when you were Kelzador. So noticeably hotter than generic man, I suppose, even though more scars.
Hell yeah.
Noted. Martel will remember that.
All
Oh,
right.
no, it's
So, you guys are about here in the Flotket Alps, if I am remembering correctly. And you guys begin to trek through the mountains. Excuse me. Can one of you roll me a survival check?
All right,
I'll
well,
give guidance to that.
I have a 7 survival.
It's better than me.
Bubdub's
Bubbles?
struggling to keep his head above the snow.
Oh,
Oh, it's
God.
not
We're
that
not in the
snowy
snow yet.
You're in
Oh,
some
it's not
pretty
that
rocky
snowy yet.
mountains. Like, it's an
Oh.
actual like path you're following, but like, there's different ways you could take depending on this check.
I could also give advantage if you need it.
I mean, I'll take it I'll crit fish any day. All right. Did not crit fish, but that should be a 25.
Hell yeah. With a 25 survival, you lead people along this path. You don't stray down any of the extra branches or anything. And come nightfall, you find a good spot near some glacial meltwater to set up camp.
Hell yeah, brother.
Yeah.
I'm assuming, and it's probably been happening for a while, but when we exhale, we like see our breath at this point.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And as you start setting up camp, it does begin to snow. Nothing crazy, just some flurries. But it is cold here. It is... it's not as cold as it's going to get, but this is the coldest any of you have probably been outside of Tor.
Well,
Bubdub is as close as to the
think I
fire as you
feel
can possibly
comfortable.
Yeah. This is
I
fair.
feel comfortable right now.
Hells, I thought Winters in the Black Valley were cold. This is nuts.
Oh shit! Hang on. We're out of the town. We're out of the city. I have other map. Or other music.
I guess conveniently where I'm sitting, I'm pretty cozy. Oh, never mind, not anymore.
Oh. No, he just takes a step back.
I think the jackalope would kind of flap its wings a little bit upset as the breeze kind of kicks up, and Beetle will just open up the top slot of his jacket and it will go diving in, and you just see kind of like a lump moving around in his chest region as he closes it back up.
Oh yeah.
Wait, excuse me, Lawrence, right?
Maybe.
Oh, okay. The reason well, I just happened to see that you have a little pet with you.
You could call her that, yeah.
Yeah, remember that card I gave you? The one that's supposed to take away your nightmares?
Yeah.
That's not gonna work if that thing's around.
You're really trying to get me alone, Martel. Some people might take that the wrong kind of way.
I could assure you, there's no better company than me being with myself.
Oh, I'm sure about that.
But
Just find it suspicious that your magic extends so far as to not even be nullified by familiars.
well, as I said, I'm not sure if they necessarily have dreams or not, but if they do, there's a chance that the card will take their dreams instead of yours. By all means, you don't need to use it. Does anyone else have any kind of nightmares then?
From
That's if
between
you don't want to use it. It's up to you.
from between the two of them, Roke will just say, "What if the rabbit stayed awake while Beetle started sleeping? Lawrence started sleeping."
Well, Beta Lawrence, um, he says that with
You
a
see
slight
violence
smirk.
flash on his face from behind Martel.
He says that with a, because
You
he
see
doesn't
him
know.
briefly go like this towards his neck.
He reaches for the pistol that's no longer there.
I mean, he said Lawrence and you said maybe, and he said Beta Lawrence, so I'm guessing it's Beta Lawrence. Um, well, no. The whole idea is that someone has to actually sleep by themselves. If you wanted, you could have asked around the town for those that I have actually given the card to.
Oh, I'm
After
sure
all, I
they'd
did
vouch for you.
say the first one is free, but if you don't want to use it, you could always just hand it back.
I decide what I want to do. And the jackalope can keep Tor company tonight. Isn't that right, Tor?
What? Snuggle buddies?
Yeah, Snuggle Bunny.
I don't even know what the jackalope's name is.
Chipmunk.
Can I call it Chippy?
You can call it whatever you like, hon.
Chips.
Chips. It was your dearest Adelaide that decided it was a chipmunk, by the way.
I believe it.
Yeah.
She has a way with animals.
Oh, she certainly does. Yeah,
Is this
you and
Adelaide not
Chippy.
joining us? Where's
She's off doing her own business.
He prefers temperate climates.
that too.
I mean, that's fair.
This is pretty temperate compared to where we're going.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
throw snow directly at the side of Tor's head.
Bub Dub like moves his entire body.
This is not temperate, Mark. This is not temperate.
Are you good?
I
Oh,
don't.
We're just gonna
like
go
this.
take one of the rocks that have near the fire that's been warming up and just put another one into Bub Dub's onesie to keep him warm.
Martell will walk over to Bub Dub and just stand near him.
You feel great, pumped up. It's real warm.
What?
You got that cube.
No, he's just hot.
That too.
Oh, thanks. I appreciate that.
Why are you so warm?
Surprisingly, you're not the first person to tell me that.
I feel like when I'm a sarcastic asshole, I'm like, still less vague at least.
You're
Ow.
pretty vague though.
To be
I don't
honest,
know if they're fighting or flirting still.
I just
No
look
one
over
will
at
know.
Bub Dub like this.
Austin, I'll let you know when I decide.
How did you know when to decide? Perfect.
but look, Mr. Beetle Lawrence. Simply,
Lawrence. Call me Lawrence, for God's sakes.
oh,
He
all
really
right.
likes
Well,
Larry.
I swear to God, if you keep telling people that, Tor. You know who called me that? You know why I don't like that name and why I keep asking you to stop?
I cover the chipmunk's ear.
Just because that's what my
Sorry.
pop used to call me.
I'm sorry.
You remember him.
Mm-hmm.
Just don't call me that.
well, I will not call you that, Lawrence. The only reason I was just suggesting about that magic in the card because I didn't want you coming back to me and saying that it didn't work. Because as a showman,
Yeah, I'm sure you're super concerned about your reputation. That's what
Yeah.
matters to you, after all.
I mean, yeah, actually. But you could do whatever you want. I wasn't telling you. I was just giving you a warning.
No, you're just very heavily suggesting it. Which is so very different.
I mean, I suggested you giving it back to me too, but
Yeah. Because that's not a tactic to try and make sure I keep it through reverse psychology, because you know I'm a stubborn asshole who wouldn't give it back.
I just met you.
Yeah. But you're in the business of reading people, no?
Mm. Maybe.
Maybe. It's cold as balls. I'm going to bed. And he's gonna just kind of climb into his tent, look over at Bub Dub, and then zip it closed.
Bub Dub returns the favor.
All right, everybody, put yourself in whatever tent you're staying in, I guess.
Well, I'm
I
gonna
gotta be in the one that's further away, I guess.
I'm gonna set my tent up over here.
Don't, I just... Don't trust-
Mainly because I just, there's some strange animosity going on, and I'm just trying to make sure I'm safe.
Before going to bed, Bub Dub's gonna. I'm assuming at some point I could have picked up like a small tub or something like that.
Yeah, you can
Bub
figure
Dub in the
something
tub.
Okay, perfect. I'm going to grab wearing like gloves and stuff, grab a few of the rocks that are close enough to the fire and like place them into the tub before filling it with water.
Honestly, that
frog
sounds
leg
so
stew.
fire.
Actually,
No!
these are two-person tents and stuff, and for now I'm gonna at least sleep in my armor. And I'm right now skeptical of strangers. I'm gonna ask Bubdub, mind if I sleep beside the tub.
That's okay by me.
So
It's like a
it's,
sauna.
yeah, conserves more heat this way. He
Yeah.
spreads out his bedroll and lays back. And although it's uncomfortable for many people to sleep in their armor, this is something that he's kind of practiced at this point. And he just got extra padding, so you know.
You just hear a splash as Bub Dub jumps into the water,
Blue
and then all
splash
of a
for
sudden,
taking
just
a
a
bath.
as
Tor
he
will
is now
take
warm.
first watch.
I
He'll stay outside in the snow.
Roke has an
Jackalope will stay with you, and its little ears will be coming up around your chin like that, as it pokes its head up out of the
Roke has
poncho.
an ulterior motive to staying in here. He wants to make sure that in the night, as it drops below freezing, that the tub does not freeze with Bub Dub inside of it, becoming a frogsicle.
That was the whole
So,
point of the rocks.
yeah, I think Rogue still, you know, somewhat restlessly, every couple of hours, unless we're like doing watches or something, is gonna like switch out a rock.
Oh, okay.
Switch out a rock, or Bub Dub gets cold, he can just shoot fire bolts into his water.
Oh my god!
That was also a thought. Or heat metal.
All right.
Stop! Bub Dub's don't be unhinged challenge. Impossible.
All right.
Which is rich coming from me.
Tor. As you lift your gaze to the night sky above the Flockhead Alps, the cold air is sharp and biting, each breath forming a swirling mist before you. The heavens stretch vast and endless, a deep midnight blue that fades to indigo at the horizon, untouched by any city's glow. The stars are crisp and piercing, seeming impossibly close, 1,000 frozen embers suspended in the void. Each one a distant fire against the darkness, and you just kind of swear you see a whale up there too. You notice Rudis dominates the sky, its dim reddish glow ever present, but unlike the stories you heard as a kid and what you saw just a few months ago, it's fully visible and very large in the sky. Two great rings arc around its surface, crossing like an X. Bands of dust and stone glowing faintly in the lunar light. And across the sky, the aurora rages. No mere whisper of color, but a great shifting river of emerald, violet, and blue that undulates across the firmament. It rolls and flickers, sometimes soft and ghostly, other times crackling with unseen energy, bathing the snow-covered peaks in a surreal, shifting glow. In this moment, beneath the ancient sky, the world feels impossibly vast. A feeling you've not felt since you were a child, running as your grandmother instructed. Can you make me a perception check? All right. Nothing happens, and you can stay out here. And you know these mountains well. You don't think anything's going to come at this site. You're close enough to Utherdurn. What does Tord do with his time alone?
Tor's probably leaned up against one of those boxes, petting the jackalope, staring up at the sky, remembering that moment which he's tried pretty hard to just put in its own little box somewhere else, focus on everything but it, and realizing that the time he's gonna have to open those boxes is soon. He just doesn't really know how yet.
Fair enough. Do you doze off by the fire, or will you be going to a tent?
I'd probably stay out here.
Okay. All right. Martel, you're up.
Fuck me.
I called it. I knew that's what the perception was against, so I messaged CJ.
It's gonna be some fucking Asterion draining my blood in the night bullshit.
It's just, I'll just tell you what he does. Actually,
Details, go on.
Yeah.
Please do.
Explain
Should
what
I
happens, and I'll
say-
tell you. Yeah, and I'll tell you. 'Cause
Explain it?
you can trust this group to not metagame around it.
Okay.
Yeah,
So-
he's gonna drain my blood.
Greater invisibility, and he appears in Beetle's tent after that. And Beetle,
I will
if
say,
you want,
make a
go
stealth
ahead.
check.
That's
It'll be-
fair.
It'll be at advantage, but it's going
That
to be
is-
against Beetle's passive.
That is very fair.
My passive isn't that high, I'm gonna be honest.
Well, you're
But-
asleep. That's what it's for. Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah, he
Oh.
beat it. It was a 22.
Okay.
Oh no!
And I guess if that works, if you want, you could message. If you want, you could message me your nightmare.
I can tell you my
Yeah,
nightmare.
just describe
Or
it.
just
We're-
tell me.
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
an
or
audio
tell me.
thing.
Okay, all right, yeah, you can tell me.
It's a nightmare that starts as a dream. I don't know if you would take the perspective of Beetle or be outside of it, but it's Beetle in a very simple room. It's warm and quiet and brightly lit, but comfortable. And he's just kind of lying in bed with his arms wrapped around a red-headed woman who is there contently next to him. There's this overall sense of peace in the room, like they're safe in here and nothing can get in. There's voices in the hallway, a young woman laughing, a kind of robotic voice responding in tandem. But slowly the room would become darker as if a storm is rolling in. And Beetle starts to look like he's realizing something is really wrong, but he's desperately trying to cling on to this peace, this moment. But as he continues to hold on to the woman next to him, she begins to pull away, and when she can't quite get away from his grip, her skin starts to slough off into his hands as a scent of burning fills the room. Burnt hair and flesh. And he'll be looking in horror as her seared face turns to him. And she just says, I can't stay. Before he kind of goes spiraling out of the bed into nothingness, where he is completely and utterly alone. That's the nightmare.
Okay. You said it was so a storm was rolling in?
Mm-hmm.
What color was the storm?
It's just
Just a regular storm?
it would be more of like the idea of a storm happening outside
it.
the window. There's lightning flashing and the room is dark, but there's nothing really outside of the window.
Got it. Okay. And with that, he'll I mean, I have a lot of things. He would just appear back in his tent.
Hell yeah.
and then walk
And-
around back of it,
Hmm.
and then that's it.
Hell yeah. You feel sated, Martel, and you as well, Lawrence. This is. You wake up not in a cold sweat, not feeling bad. It's probably the best sleep you've had since that happened.
Yeah.
And we will pick back up in the morning after this short break. See you guys soon.
Brr.
Bye, bye, bye.